Guess what? My wife and my baby came yesterday. They came from Ubon, from the village. And a strange thing happened, really strange. If you have not seen the video, I think I would have put it before this one. I put it as a Facebook Live. Don't know if it will come out, but if it comes out well, watch the video. It doesn't come out well, this is a summary of what happened. Wife came. I was not too sure if the baby would remember me. As soon as the wife saw me, obviously baby didn't remember, and baby was afraid. Was crying. It was pretty funny. And it was just I guess it's the first time for me, because this is the first time I'm having a baby. But I wanted to make this video about the various emotions that were going through my mind now, and how it was being alone versus how it is now being a family man again. Means I'm not talking that I was single, but physically I was alone. So I'll give you my thoughts, and you can tell me whether, I don't know, whether it's normal, not normal. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. See, when my wife and my baby had to travel to Ubon, to a village for her father's funeral, it was sudden, totally sudden. She had planned to go, but it was more like, okay, we'll plan it out properly, nicely, whatever. But when her father died, she had to leave. So I made sure same day she left with the baby. So when I came back home, the mess that was there in the house, and I found out everything is messed up and stuff was hoarded, and the videos will be coming up as a series. There is a 7-part series broken down. You'll get to see. Part 1 was put yesterday, part 2 would be put today. So then as I was cleaning and sorting out the house, and I was really pissed off, man, and I was like, what the fuck is this? When I was single, I used to keep things properly neat, tidy, in place. It had a very elegant, modern, futuristic theme, and now it was just a fucking mess. I was like, what the fuck. So the next 1 month, I spent every single day sorting out the house. I didn't do any other work than sorting out the house. And I'll tell you this, the house transformed and changed. You'll see the 7-part video, and after you see the 7-part, I'll tell you, I'm confident you'll be like, wow, it's much better than before. In fact, I took my wife's reaction video, which I will show you in a climax after the 7-part video. So my wife saw the house, and she was also very impressed, and she was like, wow, this is amazing. And contrary to how she wanted the house to be, I would say the before was more like having a Windows PC, and the after is having like a clean Apple kind of an outlook. So the days that I was alone and was by myself, I got back into the rhythm of making my own coffee, doing my own laundry, washing the dishes by myself, keeping the house in order. Before it was like, okay, wife will cook for me, wife will keep ready for me, wife will literally come and deliver the coffee and everything else, which kind of felt good, which made me feel like I'm the boss of the house. But now when I started to do it by myself, it's a very strange thing. Initially it was a little inconvenient because I didn't know where the coffee was, where the tea was, where the sugar was. So my wife used to keep things randomly everywhere. So I started keeping things in place, tidy, sugars were together, milk was together, tea, coffee was together. Anything that was old was thrown out, neatly, and clean it. My wife used to just take and dump in. But after I use it, I clean it, spray it with alcohol, that surface, make it look shiny. Like I told you, like an Apple kind of a store. Give it a very contemporary, modern feel. Like even when I'm having coffee, I would clean the coffee machine, clean everything. My wife would keep it like a greasy spoon diner restaurant. You just make and leave it as it is. And so I kind of enjoyed the process. Make the coffee, take it, sit near my desk, do my work. The only inconvenience was more time was going in doing all this stuff. Before, initially, I just had to sit in one place. My wife would literally deliver all the stuff. I didn't have to move. It's raining, huh? Fuck, it's raining. The sun is there and rain. Okay. So this continued for some time. And over the period of time, I really started to enjoy this process. Enjoy making that coffee. Enjoy keeping things clean. Enjoy knowing that things were in order. And as I tweaked the house and made new fittings and everything was proper, it really felt nice. It's like initially, before, my baby in the bathroom, her toys would be there, the buckets would be there up and down, the detergents one side, soiled clothes one side, and the brooms and this and that, everything was a mess. I would just go shower and just get out. The soaps were all piled up, the shampoos were all here and there, and conditioner, and there were so many of them. But when I was alone, I only kept what was required. Okay, one body wash, that's it. One soap, toothbrush, that's it. So it felt really nice being alone, I'll tell you. Hey doggy. So it kind of felt nice being alone, I'll tell you honestly. It really felt nice. And it felt so nice that at some point, I even started to ask myself, why the fuck do people get married, man? I'm being honest, huh? I'm not saying this just for fucking views and just for the sake of controversy or whatever. I'm really being honest. You know me, I like to keep things real. I really ask myself, like, why the fuck do people get married? I mean, when you get married, it's like, okay, initially that romance is there, that you feel good, you feel nice and lovey-dovey, but eventually after you get married, there's so much of adjustments, compromises. The person gets into your space and you need to adjust things and you need to accommodate. And if anytime you want to sit down and do work, baby wants something, you have to go get. Wife wants something, you have to go get. Shopping, you have to take them out. It stops being you. It starts being, okay, us. But now when I was alone, I think the focus came back to me. And I think the one thing which I really enjoyed more than anything in the world was silence. Fuck. I missed the silence, and I got the silence back. The house is so silent, you get up in the morning, there's no noise. You want to lie down, it's totally quiet. Unless, of course, the dog starts howling and because he sees another dog or something. It was really peaceful, man. And I really asked myself, why the fuck do people get married? Seriously, why? Why would anyone want to get married? And then on top of that, I was like, why does anyone want children? See, don't get me wrong. I am grateful for my wife. She's amazing, okay? And I'm not saying this to be apologetic, it's a fact. She's a wonderful woman. I'm lucky in many ways. My baby, she's a cute little thing, you know. Like they say, bundle of joy. I don't want you to think, oh, it was a mistake having. No, it has been the greatest gift to have a baby like her. But I don't know how to put it to you, but there's a certain I don't know, a feeling that you enjoy being alone. You can't describe it. It's zen, very zen-like. Just being alone, being by yourself. You know, having that space, having that privacy. Being with your pet or whatever. But when you when you have a baby, forget your zen, forget your peace of mind, forget silence. Like you can sit and you just want to think, and the baby, agoo, agoo. And, why? She'll come and she'll pick up this and she'll pick up that and she'll pick up this and she wants to know what is this and oh goodness. You know, it's so funny. It's like I was alone all these days, and as soon as I got wifey and baby home, oh, my baby first obviously didn't recognize me. I'll put that video. You'll see it. Let me finish the 6 days because I want to put the videos one at a time. So when my baby came home, yay! She was so happy because she got to see her play toys, and I was mentally prepared that the whole house would be a mess. Thankfully, the baby didn't make too much of a mess. She was just playing one side. So I got about doing my thing, you know, preparing dinner. Wife had just come, and I took her to a tour of the house. And then we decided we'll sit and eat together. This is something which I've not done in a long, long time, because I used to normally sit in front of my computer, do work. So this time I sat with her and she sat with the baby. We sat together, we ate food, and we were just talking, and the baby was playing, and you know. Then after that, you know, the new bedroom that I made properly, so she went to sleep there. Obviously made some good love making sessions because we were away from each other for a month, so that was, you know, typical. Too much of sex. And here's another thing, which is rather strange. I know people don't discuss about sex, but I'll tell you, it's I really thought when I would be alone that after my wife would go, I would be tempted to shag other girls or have sex or go to these massage parlors, and seriously, it is so surprising for me that you know, I did think about it. I did think, okay, it'll be nice to go for a massage and happy ending and sex, and I just didn't feel like it. It's rather really strange, huh? It's not that I've always been dying to go there. You know, you tend to feel frustrated, you tend to feel alone. What I realized is all those years of being a playboy, it was maybe testosterone or my youthfulness, but more so I think I was dying for companionship, validation. You know, a young man, and obviously surging testosterone. But now yes, it's not that I didn't watch porn, it's not that I didn't masturbate, but I didn't feel like initiating a conversation with another girl. I didn't feel like going out. Yes, if I saw a girl smiling at me, I'd smile. If a girl wanted to talk, said a few words, but I left it at that. I'm pretty sure if there was a lengthy discussion and you know, you spend time with the person, obviously you'd want to be with the person. That's normal for anyone. That's why extramarital affairs take place, especially when sex is not the main criteria, looking for someone with intellectual compatibility. But for me, I had enough and more going on in my life. I had my targets, I had my stuff at home, I wanted to sort out the house, I was thinking about my clients. I had enough and more stuff to think about. So having an affair was the last thing, you know. So I was pretty surprised that I didn't actually go crazy and bananas for wanting to, you know, go for paid sex. Companionship, like I told you. If I was maybe alone for months and months, maybe if I talk to someone, fine. Otherwise, I just didn't feel like it, man. And that is why when my wife came back, obviously bottled up, you know, you want to have sex with your partner, and it felt good. So we had very long sex. It was good sex after a long time. And after that, you know, I sat down, I just tried to finish off the work, but I was seriously thinking that, I mean, wow, you know, being married, then being single. And this morning when I got up, obviously got up with noise, my baby making noise and all that, got up. My wife normally used to take my bed, and now when I was alone for 1 month, I used to take my bed and clean my bed. I want to take it, but my wife came. I was like feeling a little uncomfortable. And then, you know, I had the habit of taking my shorts and shoes. My wife went and did that. There also I felt slightly odd. But, you know, I tried to adjust. My baby was running around. I wanted to sit just for a few minutes with silence. So I sat outside in the patio, whatever, balcony. Sat down quiet. And just reflected, you know. And I was thinking that, you know, this having children and marriage, and people say, wow, you know, it'll change your life. Oh, some people, they die for their wife or their child. But for me, I just didn't, I don't know, man. I just didn't feel like, oh, wow, I can't live without them. And not that I don't love them, I love them. But it was not like what you see in the movies or what you hear from people. You know, when they see their baby, they hug their baby and they kiss all over and all that. I saw my baby, I was, okay, happy. Obviously, the well-being of my baby is important. Yeah, would it be nice if my baby hugged me? Yeah, I guess so. But my baby is still small. She's getting used to it. And I guess I have to get used to it. So it's not like I don't love my wife and baby. But I just feel this whole thing about marriage and having children, I think it's a little overhyped. I seriously feel, I think the Hollywood industry or the Bollywood industry or the movies, they show so much of drama. I don't think it's anything like that. I just think it's a genuine feeling that you have, that you love your wife and children, that is provided you do. But I guess what people don't talk about is the part where you're alone, your privacy, your individuality. I guess you miss that. And for me, because I don't revolve my identity around my wife and my kid, my passion is my work. You know, I'm a guy who loves his work, who loves his brand. I guess for me, my wife and baby is not that of a priority, like, oh, can't live without it. And my work, if I cannot do, I can't live without it. I can tell you 100%. If I can't do what I'm passionate about, I would rather not live. But that doesn't mean I don't love, you know, my family. But overall, what I want to share with you through this video is, I just feel marriage and having kids, and it's a beautiful feeling. It's a great feeling. But there's nothing in the world, at least for a person like me or people who are, you know, crazy about their work and their brand and their, you know, workaholics or creative people. For them, I kind of understand why they don't feel very close to their kids or their wives or their spouses. Like Steve Jobs, he loved his work more, didn't love his wife and kid that much. I'm not saying this so that I associate myself with Steve Jobs. I'm nowhere close to whatever he has done. Not even 0.5%. But I can understand why creative people, why work focused or work obsessed people, or people who want to focus only on creativity or doing their own thing, why they don't feel that sense of closeness to their wife and children. Because I don't. Like I told you, it's not that I don't love them, I do love them, but there's a beauty in being alone, man. There's a beauty in being single. The privacy, the silence, the zen of being your own person, of even making your own coffee, cleaning the table and keeping things in place and in order, and being in control. It's like having your own man cave or your zone. There's nothing like it, huh? There's nothing like it. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. Let me know your thoughts. I don't know if you can relate to what I'm saying, but let me know your thoughts, and feel free to bash me up and say, man, you are this and that and whatever. I know some of you will say, I don't deserve a kid, I don't deserve a wife, I don't deserve a family. Yeah, whatever. But I need to keep it real, right? Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. It's like the Hollywood movies, you know. They see their baby, they cry and they hug. I saw my baby. Okay. Would have been nice if baby would have hugged me, I guess, because I'm the father. It's so funny, you know, looking at the baby and looking at the wife. It's like, oh, I'm married. Oh, this is my baby. Oh, okay. You know, strange. Anyway, that's me, I guess. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. You guys take care.